Welcome back to my Factorio Let's Play. I played a little bit off camera, and all I did was just fill up this rocket with a lot of orange science. 14,000 in fact. So we are going to turn off personal logistics. I'm sick of this planet. It's not perfect, but you know what? Actually, before I do that, do one last thing. Actually, I can do this remotely. I was going to set up the sulfuric acid train. And I think now that I have the track, let's see if it does it. Yep. Do that. And we'll do that. I think I have all the train stuff on here. Yeah, so I am going to... Did I send over... I totally sent over the wrong thing. So I sent over a cargo wagon and not a fluid wagon because I'm smart. All right. We are going to take a break from this planet, go to Nauvis, and start to see what we want to bring to Gleba. Because we did a lot. We got basically everything I needed. I wanted some foundries on Novice. I wanted some big mining drills on Novice. We got all those. You know what? I also have to think about electric engine units and setting up production of those there here because I want to stock up on those. All right, so let me do this. I'll go into... We're gonna have bots be making these things. Because I want these to stock up the, what's it called? Big mining drills, so we can be steady shipping those to other planets. And then we need electric engine units, which I'll make right here because they take lubricant. This looks super silly, but I'm just last minute thinking about this, so... All right, so we have all those things. Limit this because those, we don't need that many of those. We need a lot of them, but not that many. So that'll get a little trickle of foundries going, I think. Do I have? Nope. You know what? I also need to automate electric mining drills. Because those are an ingredient for the big mining drills. We have tons of foundries somewhere. Where was I making foundries? Right here. We have tons of foundries we can ship out. I'm going to do a buffer chest here because we just want more. So we want a ton of foundries. We're just going to use those for like everything eventually. We want a huge surplus of those, and we'll leave a lot of space for the gambling to happen. These are also going to be automated, so we're making all these things now that these take to craft. And we'll also do that here because we're going to want to switch to those everywhere. But I'll just wait and send up one more rocket of these guys. 300 million request. Because this is about to have a full rocket. Yeah, we can send one more rocket of orange science. And we will request... Get rid of that because we're not really going to deal with worms for a little while. We can request fluid wagons. Because we started making those. Got all the train stuff, finally. Took, how many hours on this save? 36 hours before we automated train stuff. But that's okay. We're going to head back to Novice. We're going to turn off requests. And we're going to turn on these requests. I'm not super versed in Gleba. So, also, you know, now that I'm thinking about it, I never made the other green things. I didn't make green undergrounds or green turbo splitters, which I can do. I can do that at some point, and then I'll start shipping those off because we want to upgrade the other planets as well. But I'm going to check in on Novice, see how things are going here. Probably redo some stuff, maybe. Maybe not. We'll see. Like this. Like, I can just get rid of all this. This one lone drill has 273 left of this. Just gonna do this to try to get that node cleared for OCD purposes. Get that little tiny bit of 267 stone cleared. And let's see. I can throw down another blueprint planner upgrade. For some reason, I don't know why it does that. It'll like gray it out to where I can't do it. So red to blue, red to blue, red to blue. We haven't even switched to blue belts yet, so that's why I'm like, I'll set up green belts later. We're still working on getting everything upgraded to blue belts. All right, back on Novice. And I am a novice at this game, apparently. We're going to drop all this lovely orange science and do some researches of infinite low density structure. That's what I couldn't think of the word. We can probably do like 4 of those, I think. Because we dropped a lot of orange sides. Power-wise, this one thing is still alive and kicking. We have to do something with the empty fuel rods. It's not that serious, really. We have so much. We have so much of this. It's crazy. How do I get these out of here? Use filter. This is probably super super dumb, but just have a lot of these like trapped in here, I guess. A request that over here and deposit it in this excess one. We can probably make another one of these. Construction planners, not trees and rocks only. Here we go. We can get rid of this, and we could probably make another one of these just to give us a bit more power. We don't need it, but more power doesn't hurt. I want to make it line up perfectly. Go. This is going to continue this way. And it's okay, we can redo the power poles there and stuff. And then we just gotta worry about the water. I have kind of been watching videos, refreshing myself, like for Vulcanus, kind of to start. I mean, I guess I didn't really do that much research because I only like barely started on Vulcanus for the first couple videos, and then I was just kind of doing whatever. I think it's more fun though to just kind of try to figure it out myself. But I have not watched anything about Gleba to refresh myself on that yet. So I don't remember everything I need there, but I don't know. Maybe we just YOLO it and just go and try to figure out Gleba to get these last few sciences researched. Then we can start really expanding the base, or go to a kilo, one of the two. But I'm kind of dreading the Aquilo trip because I'm gonna have to make a new rocket ship, and I feel like that rocket ship that I made was kind of a fluke. Like it was good, but I don't know if I can do it again. We'll see. I'm sure I can. We got a lot of low density structures. That's awesome. We can launch tons of rockets. So I'm gonna do a little time lapse here once all this gets filled in. I don't know if there's anything else we really need. I'm gonna get rid of the electric mining drills and switch those out for these ones. I don't know if there's anything we really need else other than this. It's been forever since I've gone there, so maybe a few more bots, like 400. It's been forever since I've gone there. I don't even think I have the heating towers unlocked yet. Maybe I do. I know I need heating towers. Where are they at? Oh, it is a research you unlock over there. Okay. But I think I need heat exchangers over there. And steam turbines, pretty sure. So I'll request some heat exchangers, which means we also need heat pipes. And how many of these did we make again? 50 of the uncommon. We have 50 of the... I'll request some solar panels. I don't know if you technically need them to jumpstart it, but we'll do it. Why not? Okay, so I'm gonna cut the video here and come back when this is completely full, once we've launched all the rockets up to myself. Really, we're just waiting on the bots, and I kind of also used all the bots. No, I didn't use all of them, but I used a lot of them to upgrade stuff. Oh, that's construction one, so it's fine. It's fine. But I'll do a jump cut once this is full and ready to go. So I will be right back. Okay, so ran into some issues. I waited about 20 minutes for this to get full, and it did not. The reason is because Novice is struggling right now. We just have a shortage of all the base materials. We haven't ever even redone this setup right here, but we just have a shortage of materials. So we're not launching rockets. We have a shortage of low density structures because of copper being short. So I think before I even can head to Gleba, unfortunately, I am going to have to work on Novice a bit. It's got to be done. I'm like, this is, so I gotta, I was like, maybe if I wait long enough, I'm like, this is going to take forever, and I might as well do stuff while I'm waiting. This base is kind of not very end game friendly, mid game friendly either. I'm struggling. I looked at this too, and I'm like, this just wasn't working. So I think I'm gonna edit this instead and do belts, because I was having that weird issue where, like, I'll show you in a second. I put the requester chest right here, and it was pulling from these ones and going in like a loop, and I wanted it to just get out of here and then go over here, but yeah, it just wasn't happening. Yep. That keeps all the light green flowing. We built this. This is working. So we have way more power available now. A whole 0.5 gigawatt. And how do we start to fix the issue of materials here on Novice? I think it's going to be using some of these foundries and big mining drills that we sent in. We have 80 foundries. So the only thing about it is here on Novice. Let me request some foundries if I haven't already. Okay, I do have some coming. So the problem with using foundries on this planet is you need calcite for this process right here. So you need calcite and lava, or you can also, we got some. You either need calcite and lava, or you need calcite and ore. So you need calcite regardless to create molten ores. Calcite doesn't spawn naturally on Novice. So for now, the only thing that we're able to do is going to be shipping it in from Vulcanus, which we could do. I want to probably set up a whole rocket ship dedicated just to that, though, if I'm going to do that. Just because we're going to have to make sure it stays fueled until we can get... There's a research on Gleba, which is what I was trying to go for before I started doing this with foundries. But there's a research here where we can get calcite from space, from ice. So we'll have to make a new, like a space satellite over Novice that's going to make calcite and ship it down for the things using it. But for now, the only thing we can really do is ship it in from Vulcanus. So I'm going to hit pause on this. This is going to go to Vulcanus. We're going to request some of it. So let's see. How much goes into a rocket? Rocket capacity 500. So I can ship up like 4 rockets of it probably. Let me make sure that it is stocked up. I mean... I know we have a lot of it, but I want to make sure it's going into a chest. And then I know it is on the logistics network because we have something requesting it here. I just don't know how much it was. I want a lot of it on the logistics network. And we have tons of stuff here, so we can launch a bunch of rockets back to Novice. But that's going to be our next goal is getting all this fixed. I wanted to get more like belts placed down, but honestly, I think I'm gonna, let's see, there's still 2,000 blue belts. So I'm gonna cancel this upgrade planner. So we don't want anything upgrading anymore. Cancel all that. I'm gonna request blue belts because we still want to build some stuff. We're still using blue belts. Very soon we will not be using them anymore. Okay. So yeah, we haven't really done novice maintenance in a while. Oh, I also on Fulgora I set up these being made because I remember these are really good for fighting the things on Gleba, but over there things are not so great. We just need to go to Fulgora also to do maintenance. So I really want to get to Gleba and get the stuff going over there for like quality. It takes a lot though, so for this one probably first, but we just are not there yet. We're just not there yet. So I'm gonna go and clear out a bunch of this stuff. It's very dark over here, so let's see. Can start clearing out all of the old base because it's all just kind of sitting here. Then we can start redoing all this stuff. Once we have more space to work with right here. This is just a part of it that you have to do base maintenance, and I have not worked on Novice in a while. I've been on Vulcanus and Fulgora, so it's bound to happen eventually. But we'll start putting these things we have brought over to Novice to work. We got foundries here. Let's say we have big mining drills somewhere. Yep, we have 20 big mining drills. Not a lot, but enough. And we have 40. And this finally has... Oh yeah, no, I sent it to Vulcanus, I remember now. We're shipping up calcite that we're going to use here on Novice. So we'll leave these things running, but we're going to do this on some new patches. Let's see. I gotta think about how I want to do this because I don't want to fully get rid of everything. That'll make everything just stop. If I do that. We don't want everything to stop. We want to slowly replace it with something better. I'll just keep clearing this out. This is where we're going to want to bring in trains of stuff, so... One thing at a time. You got to start somewhere. This will give us some blue belts to work with since we're so low on those. But we're just going to clean up the old base down here that's very empty of stuff, and that'll give us room to build some new stuff with the foundries. And one day soon I'm gonna have to take some time and figure out what I'm gonna do for like the base as a whole. If I'm gonna do city blocks, which I kind of want to. I've never done a successful city block build. But then I'm gonna have to figure out, you know, the build for that, what I want them to look like, size to be, and all that kind of stuff. But that's okay. We're gonna have to redo lots of stuff soon. These can also go, because these are just empty belts from mining drills that finished. And I've been slowly researching these as well, the Tesla turrets, because they, like I was saying, these are what we're going to use to defend ourselves on Gleba from those enemies. And I'm going to send up, let's see. It's just taking some time. I'm also going to send up some stuff I want to bring over to... Oh, I didn't do that yet. I want to bring green belts over to Fulgora. So, let's see. Let's set this up since I'm thinking about it. So many things. So many things we gotta do. It's crazy. It's just so much to do. But that's okay. That's why I love this game, because you're just always gonna need to do something. We're gonna need so many more gears that I almost wanna do this on a belt and like feed these directly into this, but I have robots going. Eventually they'll do all their work and go back, be freed up. I guess this one's not really a problem. All these ones with it bringing like thousands of gears and stuff. Undo that, redo it right here. Okay. So now we're making green belts, green undergrounds. And then all we gotta do is do this for green splitters as well. Red ones. And then we're gonna make yellow ones. And this looks dumb, but I don't want to mess with the bot network, so I'm just gonna do it right there, because I can. Okay. There we go. So this should make these as soon as this starts crafting and it goes all the way up. We are out of this stuff. Why is that? Because we're not outputting the stone because a belt didn't get placed. Nice. Love that. Love when that happens. It's always one little thing. But yeah. So we're making green, all green stuff, which we're gonna try to bring over to Fulgora, I think. Yeah, we're gonna go upgrade everything on Fulgora. So this will take some time to stock up, but let's see, how many belts do we have? 600 and 400. So let me do 1200 green belts just to make sure we have enough. I'll do 1500. There we go. Just to make sure we have enough. I'm going to drop calcite off on Novice. And then I'm going to bring green belts over to Fulgora. And we will get started with the process of redoing some of our stuff here on Novice. Because we're just struggling here on this planet. That's okay. All part of it. Gotta rebuild all the old stuff. But yeah. So we're gonna continue cleaning this up, and then once this gets done loading up, I'll send it out to Novice and Fulgora, and I'll probably hop on to Fulgora, the rocket ship to Fulgora, and go mess with the space because it needs to be tended to as well. But yeah, so thanks for watching. We're gonna make it eventually. We are eventually gonna get there. We're struggling right now, but that's okay. We will get there eventually. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.